Cheers.
Cheers. It's right there.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Show what your daddy gave you.
That's what your father gave you. They're not generous, no?
It's capital. But anyway, thank you, Stu.
For
your nonsense comment.
I'm sorry.
May so rest in peace.
To Lynx's father.
Cheers.
Cheers. He was a good man, a tall man.
You saw him, huh?
I saw him on pictures.
Quite the guy, quite the lad.
Not that I saw him in person.
You can't know. Chalwechi.
Ah.
Stu, how are you doing?
I am good. How are you doing today?
I'm okay.
Welcome back.
Keeping positive to energy. Thank you so much. Welcome back, Stu.
Thank
after
you.
A very
long
hiatus.
2 weeks.
That's a very long time. But
people be like, when are you dropping the episode?
You're at the butt. Bakamba.
Episode.
Stikana tam. Stikana. This week. So I was just apologizing at how we were not feeling well.
Yeah.
This is now clearing up our throats, shiny, and pass a flu. But
how did I give you the flu?
It's airborne, Stu.
Oh, okay.
So even just like this, I can.
Yeah, you got it wherever, but it's not me who give you the flu.
It's you.
It's not me.
I missed you otherwise. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. I mean, we were together this weekend for the Komboka thing, so.
It's this weekend, eh?
It was this weekend.
Time flies really fast.
It was great, huh? We had fun. Then they've stolen all our videos.
I saw that your nankane kwa high page.
All of them.
But there's more pages.
There are a lot of pages.
But yeah, they couldn't make it, so I think we can't shout at them. It's public nankane. We have got no copyrights and whatnot. So
yeah, true.
Yeah, but their quality, video quality. I don't know
the quality. You can't even see the face.
Showers.
Show up a man, so it's just pixelated.
Because I was shocked. I was looking Chinese. Like, no.
I was like, I need to say something problematic. Latinanga, you mean how? No.
That's true.
Too late. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, I haven't been home since that day. So apologies for my outfit. Everything is malfunctioning.
Still when's it good?
I've just been in the world.
Can I do your collar? Can I do your collar?
You want to do my collar? Are you allowed to stand when it's... Ow!
This is
Thank you.
Everything.
You could
have to look nice.
There's no saving this outfit, Lungu. It's okay.
No, it looks good.
It's okay.
Go, doesn't she look good?
Hello, be careful here, kites.
Even me. There's
a lot of links, Lungu, on set today. There's a lot.
Wow.
My gosh.
Well, last time Gob censored me, so I appreciate that.
He censored your jaws.
Yeah.
Why?
It's on Juba.
No,
we talked about
Juba
it.
Marius.
Yeah, panto.
People think I zoom in because I like your face. I zoom in because I have to cut out. Like, how do you think it makes me feel?
You don't listen.
Just flexing whatever it is in front of me like this to the world. Have you no shame?
Sometimes.
You have no shame. If it was a woman doing that, it would be a problem.
No. Who would embrace her? Just
because
like
it's a man, you're allowed to just literally be willy-nilly.
Yeah, it's a man's road anyway, so yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so today we're going to just talk about a lot of things, but the main focus is we're talking about sexual activity in Zambia. It's important to have this conversation because we are young people and a lot is happening. And as people who are promoters of sexual liberation and doing what makes you happy, we can't be having these conversations and encouraging people to do things without talking about the safety aspect and what goes on behind it and why it's important to have these conversations. Because I feel like we're now growing up in a generation where people are making it seem like it's okay to just sleep around with anything and everybody. Please, your phone. I was having a monologue and I just heard your Android.
In that
mode. So what I'm trying to say is that we're living in a time and era where sexual liberation is quite high, but also as we grow older, we're becoming more negligent on what we should do and what we were taught and what we should learn and understand. The focus has shifted from disease and all these things, and it's shifting more. It's focused more on morality. Like, that's how I see it. It's more like, oh, you're sleeping around. It's not a Christian thing to do. You have no morals. You have no self-respect. But no one really talks about the other side of sleeping around. And I think that's why we should have this discussion. What do you think?
Yeah. And I actually believe that God knew what he was saying when he said no sex before marriage.
Yes.
One. So this is where religion and real life meet. So the repercussions from sex in real life and those, not real life, scientifically, and those in religion will meet. Because God said, no, don't do this. But maybe he did not explain why you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
He knew at our way, these are things that will happen. I'm a so time, will delve further into those things.
But Manje, when we talk about things like sex before marriage, I always wonder, like, in this current generation,
It's not holding weight.
sex before marriage. Imagine me, I'm keeping myself and then I marry a lynx. Example, or like, you know what I mean? Someone who believes in testing the rainbow kind of conversation,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about the example, but that thing where it's the same for men and women. I know there are a lot of people who are keeping themselves, obviously, which is good. And also when you've been sexually active, like for people like me and other people, you reach a stage where you're like, I just don't want to participate in sexual activity because people out there be whoring, and I don't want to be part of that narrative. And for the last time, switch off your Android.
This is the other one. Remember that phone I hit? Yeah, that's one that's done this now.
It's so loud.
It is. How can you be irritated?
Like, why is it so loud?
I don't know. Even when it's on silent.
You can reduce the volume.
I tried. This is on low.
So you're just walking in a meeting.
Don't. Now everyone's attention shifts to now you can pitch properly.
My gosh. And then Chicago and impeding it.
Chimago. Or Chigwe. Chipwanika.
So you can't get rid of it.
I would love to.
It's like a woman forced on you. Where will it go?
Those are real life topics. Behave yourself.
Yes, Mr. Sex Machine. So, we were saying what?
What time did we adopt that name?
I told you just now.
Okay, go on.
When it comes to sexual activity in Lusaka, Zambia, let's say Zambia, do you think people have become so, like, everything is just, you meet, you smash, Na dialogue in Asila. When was the last time you picked somebody up, like, with conversation, because you know that you're just going to smash?
No, I think I've mentioned this before. I don't do one night stands.
You don't do one night stands?
I don't. I'm very scared of people. I'm scared of dying. Because you don't know this person's intentions.
That's your biggest worry about one night stands?
Listen.
Indoshi. Lost generation.
There's getting sick and there's getting killed. Instantly.
What is killing you instantly?
You pick up that girl, you are napping after a chop. She just puts a pill on your face.
How many cases has this happened to people? How many people have...
They're undocumented.
Like Mexicans.
Ask me, I'll tell you.
I'm sorry with these pants today.
So,
there goes the sponsorship.
So one night stands, no. But yes, I'm sure that people will believe in that. That's their business, that's their life.
Yeah.
But there are so many things to consider. Yes, obviously, that's a stranger. You guys, you don't know each other's backgrounds. You barely know the person. Then say, it's chin. You see, we've discussed this in previous episodes, and no, for me, it's a no.
Yeah.
So I have to get to know that person before me and...
Even you get drunk or you're out of it.
I fail to smash when I'm drunk.
Okay.
I fail to smash, and it's like, it's a blessing to me. I'm just so irritated. I do not want contact. I do not want to chat. I just want to sleep. We can pick this up in the morning. I think, yeah.
Is it still considered a one-night stand if you wake up and bang in the morning?
Yeah, it is. I think it is. The one night stand should just
means once off. Meet and
just see you next time. No, there's no next time anyway.
But like, what are some of the activities you've seen, especially in these chilling places that people go to? Like, have you noticed the number of hookups and pickups that are existing?
People are no longer picking up even.
They're doing what?
Bathroom, they go smash in the toilet. There's that. We've seen videos circulating on the internet.
Oh, I remember that one from, is it last year in the toilet?
Kenya. It's become very popular. But yeah, that's besides the point. But yeah, these things are happening. So it's either in the toilet or in the car park.
In the
or
car.
Just behind the establishment. Just quick bine.
Like Aminos. Also, like, the other thing is maybe we focus so much, like, even the more I have this conversation and the more we talk, I'm beginning to think that I'm stereotyping hookups. We're focusing so much on people meeting in the clubs. That's such a huge stereotype. But then now, things have changed. You're meeting people at church. You're meeting people online. These dating sites, on WhatsApp groups. I'm part of this new WhatsApp group. It's called that Grown Ups Reloaded.
That's.
I should have mentioned the group name, but you don't know which one. Oh, I'm part of this group.
That's a very toxic name.
Yeah, and the conversations that just happen.
Chilling, huh?
And if you want to hook up with somebody, you can hook up with somebody. And it's open like that. Like, even big...
As a Zambian group? Still are we friends?
Yes. It even has rules. I don't want to be kicked out of the group, but if I read you the rules to the WhatsApp group, you would be shocked. And it's something that is like...
I want to be shocked too.
Yeah.
Go on.
So, like, they share all these things. And it's become so easy to pick people up. Where that you find someone interesting, what, you meet, you text online, you go to a lodge, or you go to a house, and it's just easy sex.
You know the issue? It's not the issue anyway. Women have just become more liberated now.
Yeah.
Women are soliciting for sex more than men are nowadays.
Where is your facts?
I'll show you.
Where's your facts?
I will show you.
Where is your facts?
I've been doing a survey. It is wild these days.
Because now it's not just one side. You know, back then...
They used to shantidida.
You chase. We say no, then we say okay. But now, if I don't want you, I don't want you.
Because I'm not going to chase you. We both know what we want. You say no, me I'll start off.
Usi Sandile from the Black Liberation. You know Andile?
No,
is it Sindile? I don't know. From TikTok. She's like this big woman. Like, she gives all this advice. Sindle. She said that a woman...
Big chicks. I like that.
She's one who loves... She says...
The wine girl.
A woman will know whether she wants you, and she will not chase you. You will not chase her. Immediately she's interested in you. If she wants you, you don't have to chase. It's yes right there. But if she doesn't want you, even if you become a world-rich millionaire, a big footballer with your money, she'll still say no.
That's very true.
That's very true.
Very true.
I never felt more seen in my life. Do you ever meet someone who you just meet the first time, you're like, okay, this one, I want.
I remember something.
Like, you know, on first contact, you even know, like, okay, this one is not bad, worthy of breaking some rules here and there, you know, things that you wouldn't normally do. But you're like, this person is,
That's where the issue is.
That's where the issue is.
Wazima.
I'm just
but
saying.
Yes. So because of the liberation and whatnot, we have Avena Saintly Manje there pushing these agendas. So now women are feeling very, you know. But that doesn't also disqualify the fact that men have actually become even more, is it venomous?
Very.
They are pursuing.
Shoot your shot everywhere.
Especially these same ones who like writing first scriptures every day.
But motivational speakers. And
guy.
then...
There was this gentleman who was trying to preach to me. No, you're just trying to be, you want to be single because you just want to sleep around. Then I just did a brief scrolling. He's a pervert. It's those people who actually express their sexual interests online. My way about a bunch and do a chipu, but one bunch you see, and we have so many of those on social media, trying to look like angels in the public eye, but in the DMs, shwena.
And the worst thing about those people is that they're used to a life of pretense to an extent that they'd rather be ignorant about things that affect them than anything. You know what I mean? Because if I am I'm giving a certain persona in public, there's no way I'm getting educated about things that affect my health, because I'll be like shutting away from those things. I'm like, nipunze pali pep and prep or whatever. It's not me.
Yeah.
Like also, one of the reasons that a lot of people are gullible, like the scariest women you meet are those who feel like they've been cocooned. For instance, they've been in a relationship, in a marriage with a man, and they've been together for a long time. Then the man defaults. He starts cheating and she wants to go do revenge. But she doesn't understand that these games, they've got the owners.
Oh, that one will be debunked. Go on.
It will be debunked. You debunk me.
Yes.
My point is, they forget that these things have the owners. So you find that you have been... I want to defend my point before you shoot me. You discover that if you're cocooned in a long-lasting, long-term relationship for 7, 8, 9, 10 years, you've just known that one person. And that person decides maybe, for instance, to cheat on you or step out of your relationship or marriage. Yeah. And you want to go and do revenge. You don't realize that this game you're entering, it's a new road. It's got signs, it's got different rules and laws. So you're entering blindly. You don't understand what these women in the streets are doing to protect themselves. So you just enter wide-eyed and you don't understand. You end up finding yourself in complications,
Wallahi.
HIV or STIs and whatnot, because you are not educated to an extent. Being in a relationship with one person shields you from a lot of dangers. And the first person you meet at the bar, like the cliche in movies, that bad mistake is the one who Tyler Perry moment just there.
You even get pregnant.
Can't
your husband got a vasectomy 2 months ago?
And then he goes, whose is it, Donna?
It's yours.
No, it's not. How can you say that? What are you showing?
It's showing you the look, the nankane.
The vasectomy scar. It leaves a scar.
Oh.
Linksy.
As if I've been there.
Linksy.
So what you somewhere?
Sikali inteno, it's not an incision kwati uchita cesarean
so
section.
So ngene sono juu mkati.
Kaya chita chani katubu kaja wa manga manga.
There must be a cascade somewhere.
But it's not something massive, I doubt.
Because obviously they stay away from sex for a bit.
Or maybe they cut in on that camera line that you men have. So which woman is going to check your line there?
She won't, so you have to show her. How are you pregnant? Me, I don't.
It's not like that. Oh my God.
What you want? Me, I did not nankan. I got a vasectomy 2 months ago. How did you get pregnant, yo? My azima. No, maybe it was an angel.
It's good. We've been waiting for this for a long time.
But Mary. Okay.
You do a Mary. I was never expecting it. I wish this had the whole. I'd put my alcohol like a decanter.
Okay. And so I was trying to debunk you based on what we spoke. That topic we had when we were starting. Apparently, the word out there for our gentleman who's in hospital right now is he was cheating first. So sis decided to cheat. But it was sad that she did it with his best friend. So it shows you that when we are cheated on, not all men can handle that pain. You understand? Not all of us are champions in the game. Some of us actually want out once you cheat on us.
Ninja.
So there's some women who are just skilled in this very profession.
You've debunked zero. My point
What were you saying?
My point is that when a woman has been cheated on and she's vulnerable and she might wish to reciprocate.
That's what she did.
She'll end up doing things that she might not know how to do.
She has no apologies whatsoever.
That story is complicated. There's a lot of loopholes. First of all,
she's the one who spread that story, Kylie. That's what we are seeing.
She spread what?
That story for what they can't take it when you do it to them, Shanshani.
Hope she did. No, but then like
Real bad girl.
no. That whole story for me is
It's bonkers. Eh?
it's not bonkers. There's somebody who is battling for their life right now.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what? I don't.
I know there's a lot to chat.
You can sound insensitive.
Yes, because
but
I was wondering. Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, yes, like even him, the man, that one. Why is he doing his friend's wife?
You see, all those
No
are problems.
boundaries. There are no boundaries like that.
So we can't know who's telling the truth, who's lying, who's
We haven't
shameless.
even heard from the same man also there
Because my boy was supposed to defend himself somehow.
and say it's not true. We didn't do
Yeah.
this. How did you find out? Like, give us that.
But at least deserve both sides of the story. Because
Now
now
a marriage which is less than a year.
it's less than a year.
I think it was less than a year.
All these are the loan jokes that I'm seeing.
Eh.
Doesn't finish paying for the loan for the wedding.
No, but he didn't even, from what I read, he didn't get a loan. He said that he saved up all his money he got abroad
To marry a
to marry a what? To marry a what,
No, I
Links?
mean to get married.
Huh?
To marry a woman.
To marry a woman.
He saved up all the money that he had for a wedding.
Yes, so he could have the best.
Our priorities are really different.
Yeah, and maybe
Okay, I
that's what
understand him.
wanted him to be happy. And
No,
you
but
know,
what was his end game?
and also, he's an orphan, so he doesn't have much. So,
us
like,
orphans
orphans,
grieve
we do a lot. Orphaning in this world. It's cringe.
No, otherwise, I wish him all the best. I wish him a quick recovery, and whatever this is and whatever they are going through, I hope they manage to cross this bridge and find amicable solutions to whatever they're going through.
And if his wife was indeed cheating on him and sleeping with his best friend, he deserves better.
Yeah.
He deserves better. This is not a win for women. He just deserves better. A shit person is a shit person regardless of their gender.
I appreciate this coming from you, Stu. You have no idea.
Pick me much.
I saw your...
But it's true,
No,
huh?
I saw your children defending this. They were standing on the feminist side.
Which
of course,
children of
smashing the
mine?
patriarchy.
My children are not like that. My children are not like that.
I have
Links.
receipts. I'll show you.
Links, me, I've got amazing children. My online community.
Maybe it's the adopted ones.
My online
Because the
community
ones that
is
I saw,
amazing.
like, how are you
No,
even
we know
celebrating
when
this?
we know when to push the dagger.
No, they were
We
celebrating his move to commit suicide.
We would never
Women
do that.
thriving in a sunshine of men.
Yeah, women thriving in a feud of
Look at you.
Women in tech. I love that.
Look at you.
Cheat on him. Women in... look at me now. I'm getting excited.
Look at-
That's not the point. Yeah. The other thing we need to discuss is on this same thing. Back to hookups. You don't know the sexual history of somebody and you just decide to get into the bed with them. Someone once told me, I asked them, how can you tell if a person is HIV positive or not? Just they answered me, at me, I know I can tell. I can just look, I know.
Serious?
Yes.
It's hard to tell.
Guys, you would die.
Using vision.
You would die. It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
And the other thing I noticed is for people like me, my thing shouldn't flash.
Shower.
People like me, especially like fat people. Why do people have this misconception that fat people cannot be sick and HIV positive?
Yeah, that's a very big misconception.
Why is it? Why does it have to be big? Are you fat shaming?
No, I'm not fat shaming. One, you get out. Huh? So, for one, we have this stereotype that only skinny people can be sick. That's the thing. At fat people are healthy. These are things that we've grown up. These are notions that we are familiar with. But then you find that HIV doesn't choose what kind of body type you have. It can be anybody, whether slim, middle, or on the big size or fat. You see. So that guy or that girl who told you that they can tell by looking are very misguided. And I pray to God that God can open their eyes because they would die.
Wazaka mupeza one day.
Because you dumbuila. This one is looking healthy. Problems. Don't. There are stories I'll share with you after, Nankane.
Please.
Some years back, I was doing actively HIV counseling. at some institution that I won't mention. I saw people come in and come out. I'm like, this one just
Wait, is it you told me about the wrong name at the HIV clinic?
What's that?
Wait. Baby, it's you.
What did I say?
This person, who told me this? I'm sorry, my friends. This person went to get tested. Baby, it's you. This person went to get tested. And then they're on the line. And then their blood went.
They took the wrong sample.
And then they were inside. And then they were like, I'll just use the name Mr. Patrick. Mr. Patrick, unfortunately, this is bad news. What we're going to tell you is not the end of the world. I don't know why I'm laughing. What we're going to tell you is not the end of the world. And then they started cancelling Mr. Patrick. And then the guy is in shock. And then he goes, my name is not Patrick. And he says, oh, sorry, what's your name? And he gives the name. It's not you. And then the guy, the counselor reads, he goes, oh, yours are here. It turns out you're okay. And then he's like, he's still in shock. They're like, oh, we're so sorry. At one of these big institutions.
You see?
And then the person goes, okay, just go outside. And then he goes outside and he finds Patrick in a suit waiting.
Mr. Patrick?
Yes. And then Patrick looks with hope. And then the guy goes.
Stu, it's not funny.
The guy goes.
Stu, I don't know.
My friend, I wish you the best.
Stu, you're foolish.
And I just stand and saw Patrick closing the door. Guys, it's not.
Stu.
Someone told me this. Someone told me.
To behave.
It's a truth.
That guy is stupid, but...
Was it my brother? I'm so sorry.
All these are things to discuss.
Oh my God, you guys.
Problems in these institutions.
That room is not friendly. That room is scary.
Still, this is not the end of the world. Now we're here, it gets cold.
The guy froze at me. I think it's my brother. One of them, I want to say. It is my brother. It's Trevor.
Oh, he's the one who went to check.
It's my brother.
You shut up.
It's Trevor.
Your brother is mad.
Yeah, my brother. I'm sorry, it's my young brother. Oh,
The man.
Is the one who went to Anyway, let's go back. What were you saying? I interrupted you to talk about this Patrick misfortune.
Yes, I was talking about how looks don't matter.
Looks don't matter.
Yes.
I agree. But do you think to an extent you can tell by looking?
Yeah, there's some certain things that no, this will cause stigma. But yeah,
I mean, there's all those conversations though. It's not even about the stigma, it's about
there's one guy on Facebook.
Links, I didn't say it like that.
He's been bullying me.
Why are you drinking slowly?
Bro.
Links!
This man followed me to TikTok now. He knows himself. Huh? Now I was going to give him a special message, but I'll write it on Facebook. It's more public there. So when you go when people would come for testing and whatnot, you would wonder how those who look sick are coming out negative. And those who look fine are coming out positive. Because sometimes they will ask for a retake. Like maybe the first one was an error. So you do them, They always recommend a blood test. They are more accurate than these for doing in the gums. And then, you check, and then the hardest part is the counseling part. The testing is okay. But before you get to the test, you have to convince them that life doesn't end there. And I'm glad I had a very good success rate with most of the people I talked to. It was hard, obviously, for my first, but they did come back now to begin their medication. You see, and that was very encouraging. Like, okay, I did at least help somebody gain their confidence. Obviously, it is not the end of the world. But the community and surrounding that you have, the stigma that's spoken about the people who are living with HIV and whatnot, It's very high. It's what leads some people committing suicide, or their health just deteriorates because the immune system starts to weaken out of all the depression and what. Depression is also one of the causes of. But okay, are we there yet?
On depression?
No, I mean on
where
I'm heading.
Just talk
right
about it.
Okay.
We're just touching everything.
Stigma and discrimination are one of the biggest causes of deaths.
Yeah.
Your immune system is what keeps you alive. And if it is weak, which is why HIV attacks the immune system, so it can weaken it. And then once it's weakened, it now becomes AIDS. AIDS is very hard to recover from. So with HIV, once you contract it, yes, this is another counseling session. It, like you've been told, or like you will be told when you go for VCT, it is not the end of the world. Also, I encourage people, if you're scared of going for VCT, the testers are available in a lot of pharmacies. Yeah, just buy. Ask for instructions from the pharmacist, or you can talk to him properly. He helps you. A penny, it's just going to be between the two of you.
With the pharmacist.
Problem is,
Wamuhud.
if you are well known,
Wamuhud. Pamene paja pachani.
Pa Choston.
Apita bachati.
They're even whistling.
By the way, before you dig there, the other thing I need to ask is, you know that there's conversations where people say like, oh, I'd rather not know, because once I know, I just downhill. Like many people have heard stories where people, there are two things. I've heard stories where people are like, when I finally found out about my status, I started getting sick. You've ever heard of that? That's
a very dangerous mindset. That's why I mentioned the immune system.
The depression.
The depression that kicks in is what starts to eat you up. One, your appetite goes. You start to distance yourself from people. When misery kicks in, it really affects your body a great deal. So immune system is not receiving the attention. Because once you stop, you will stop eating. And two, the medication that you're supposed to start taking, you haven't started it. You see?
Yeah.
So once, I think the mind also plays a very big part.
It is a big
Once you
player.
feed your mind, it's over for me. I will finish. So the best thing is to start taking your medication. There's been so many testimonies, guys. I don't know if people are familiar with the U to U.
Yeah, U equals U.
U equals U. Undetectable and transmissible. Yes. Once you are taking your medication constantly and you're adhering to your medication schedule, eventually your viral load goes to zero.
Yes.
Meaning HIV will be undetectable.
Yeah.
You can even sleep with your HIV negative partner and will not transmit it.
And that is like one of the biggest things that has happened in the last 10 plus years in regards to health. Yeah. Like, people don't talk about U equals U
the
way they're supposed to, because we don't want to learn about these things. But the fact that now this is an opportunity for people who are married to start families. Yeah. It's an opportunity for you to go live, feel your partner.
Hi, Links. I can't get... I'm HIV positive and I'm worried because somebody likes me and I'm afraid I might get them sick.
Like, bruh, that is not even supposed to be a problem in 2025. Like, it shouldn't even be a problem. But the problem, like we said, is the stigma that is around these things.
Yes.
It's the fact that we all have so many friends, but like, how many friends can you count who've actually come to you and said, like, listen, I went to the hospital and they found me positive? I think I can say 0.
Avoid. If you can, avoid. There are people who come to you to offer their shoulder just for you to give them information. You cannot trust anybody with sensitive information like health. And there are also family members whose job is to embarrass you.
They'll tell everyone.
Exactly.
Especially the biggest one that I hate is when a woman falls pregnant. Sorry, I still have my flu remnants. When a woman falls pregnant, it's law that when she's pregnant and she goes for antenatal, they have to check her positivity, what do you call it, her status. Yes. Let me say it like an American. They have to check her status. So you find that whether you like it or not, they'll check your status, and then you go home and you tell people, or they'll know. And everyone now knows. Oh, why aren't you breastfeeding your child to this? Oh, what is this medication you're giving your child? Oh, what is what? I didn't even know that women are checked every time they go for antenatal. And then after the child is like 2 years old or something, they can now start testing the child as well.
Yeah.
So you find that, I understand that they do all this testing because of
MTCT.
Mother to child transmission. And that is something that's good, that's working out at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But the problem now is the people who you let in to tell these secrets.
You find your own mother.
Chabe to swende che, like
So if your mother is a Zobrigo. Yeah.
when you're caught, what's a Zobrigo?
Those mothers with bent cheeks. Them their job is talk like this. She doesn't put her hands in a chitenge. They take a group in the morning at 6 hours. The daughters are sweeping inside. Vena, they're standing in road. They're caring for each other. There's mothers who are so embarrassing. They cannot keep a house or family secret. Kulimatenda. Your own mother.
Agnes.
So if your own mother cannot keep a secret, it's best to keep whatever it is you're going through to yourself. I know it can be very detrimental to health.
Hey, you want to be freed from the situation, but are you
woke.
ready?
No.
Don't be woke
Take
if it
time
comes
to study your people, the people around you. You may feel very vulnerable to open up. Like, okay, I need to talk to somebody, which is, human nature. When we're overburdened, we need to talk to somebody. But be careful the people you talk to.
Yeah.
If your friend comes to you for sensitive information, that is the one. Not those people who just say, Vapa surface, patate junior. Yeah, ungaseke. It ends there.
Vasila.
But you feel the need to overshare. That is the problem.
Yeah.
We're not cutting on opening up, but be careful on the people you open up to. There are people who are there to help you publish your information.
It's the same thing about coming out of the closet in Zambia.
It's difficult.
Why are you coming out of the closet in this country? Go
see.
back in and need something.
Just chill there, bro.
Where?
It's difficult.
It's not worth it.
Some people say, no, I feel comfortable around these people.
They're liars.
Now you go to the bar, people are avoiding you.
You're right.
I'm a bum shot.
You're right.
Like, hey, guys, Montoyo.
I think majority of the people who I know are HIV positive, now that you mention it, majority of them, they didn't tell me. I learned through second party. That one. Yeah, it's always second party. I've learned through second party and you're like, wow. And then also like this thing of back to promiscuity and sleeping around. Like for me, the other thing that we don't talk about is bloody sexual transmitted infections, STIs like gonorrhea and, this is your field.
Gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia,
warts, genital warts.
What's a part of what?
Herpes,
yeah.
HPV.
So it's HPV 1, HPV 2. And for you to, there are people who've actually managed to collect all of them like Pokemons. They have made...
what do you call him? Thanos.
Anafa katonza chlamydia, HPV, syphilis, gonorrhea. Vonza kala snika chaka. There was one. Herpes HPV. Human papilloma. And apparently 99% of Zambia's population has herpes.
99%?
99%.
Lies. That is high. Nah, that's discrimination.
No, I mean, these are things we've talked about. That's what we know. It's not headache, it's a herpes.
Have you ever had an STI?
No, a UTI.
A UTI?
Yes, I have had a UTI before. Once.
It doesn't count.
I did not know UTIs could be transmitted sexually.
I did not. Really?
Yes.
I did not know men could get UTIs.
I had to get fungo. I was bang. Yeah, weeing.
Urethra.
It's burning. So the difference that I was told to hospital, fungos will leak. STIs, fungos. UTIs will leak. STIs don't leak. So if you hear those people screaming, nishmitundo za jama, so you have to force it out.
That is a UTI?
That's an STI.
That's an STI.
Yes. UTI usually form pus, and then you pee, and it's burning. Yeah, so that one is very treatable. The same way people treat fungo and whatnot.
My yeast infections.
So it's what? What was I given? Azithromycin and that wild injection. Yeah.
So how many injection my STIs?
I don't know. I think so. Benzo. Is it benzo?
I wouldn't know.
From that time, unazo double sex. It's like never in my life.
You thought it was an STI?
I was very scared. I can't lie to you.
But did they confirm it's not an STI or
They
it's just
confirmed.
you?
I went for tests.
It's okay if you had one. It's human. I'm here to support you.
Aren't I the most open person, you know?
You're a little too open.
No, because I have to encourage someone out there that, okay, these things happen and you have to seek treatment.
Yeah.
You see?
Me, my biggest fear, I actually don't like STIs. I think I'm scared of them. And I once thought I had an STI, but it turns out it was also a UTI. And also no, it wasn't a UTI. It was a yeast infection. It was a yeast infection because that was the time when I had antibiotics and I didn't know that I was allergic, and my entire bottom area was just burning.
Serious?
And I was like, my God, they finally got me. I was stressed because it burns in the inside as well. It creates like white things as well.
In the urethra or?
No, like in the...
Or in the whole nanka, the sample.
It to touch like this to choker. And they're around, so you want to just scratch.
I saw a meme just like that.
It's like,
I saw a meme just like that.
At what?
That you are stroking. She's moaning, I thinking she's feeling nice because she's scratching her STIs.
Guys.
I swear.
That is disgusting. Yeah, but then also like a lot of people get STIs and there are also those who get like genital warts. And when you get the genital warts, if you don't have them treated, they grow. I know somebody who had, it looks like that guy from the Mr. Invisible's team. Who's that guy? There's Mr. Invisible.
Thing.
The thing. Because if you don't have that checked out, pang of malonda, then they have to go and remove them in theater.
Using laser.
Hello, they stink.
Using laser.
Oh, they stink.
Guys, if you ever get an STI, women, men, please, whenever you notice, even just take a small bump on your hand, go to the hospital. Because those things worsen to a point where they affect your fertility.
Exactly.
It becomes very, very bad. I have young ladies. Again, I'm going to emphasize, I'm not a gynecologist. That is just for comedy purposes. I call myself a gynecologist because I know one or two things, yes. But I'll tell you one thing. As soon as you notice a funny smell on your private parts, funny discharge that you're not used to, and growths, go to the hospital. There's this thing that's called PID. I think it's the, what do you call it? Pulmonary something, infectious disease. I don't know. It's, I think, next level from a normal UTI. Once it enters there, it becomes a problem. It's a little difficult to control. But make sure you sort out your UTIs and your STIs in the initial stages. It doesn't take much, honestly. You'll be given antibiotics, an injection, and tablets to take to be gone within 5 days. You see. But if you let it work, do not be shy. Your doctors are your friends. Go to the hospital. Do not ask Facebook doctors to treat your illness. That's what the problem is. There's this group of people want to ask fellow people. There's just like a few doctors in there. You want to ask fellow people, how do I treat this? Minus going to the hospital first. You can only ask for advice like that if all the hospitals you've gone to have failed. And do not go to one hospital. If the medicine they gave you failed, get a second opinion. That is what medical practitioners always advise. Always get a second opinion. And most times, you'll get the help you need.
But also, baby, there's that conversation where you go to the hospital and the staff are not the nicest of people.
They're very rude.
Especially when you are somebody who's known. And then they scream the name of the injection loud so everyone can watch. You're there with your tuswende.
Benzo
At benzo what? And they even call you. Or they put all of you with tuswende on the same line.
Injection room, you queue up. Injection room, you're together.
You're together, all of you waiting for the
especially our
medication.
local one. We won't mention names.
Yes.
I talked about it on Facebook. Where you're seated in a
line.
bench.
The bad boys.
You are here. There's no insulation whatsoever. Everyone knows what you're sick of. dadi ntimo wabwela ati mwadwala gonorrhea. Okay. Vulan kon pangono so. So yet mila sani ni benzo. When I'm wearing it loud, you can hear the part of the injection. Now everyone is like this. Then now they inject you. Then they laugh.
Outside.
Because you're screaming. That's a very painful injection.
Yeah.
Vaseka kunja. Now you're stepping out. That's the worst walk of shame. Not even That's the worst.
The STI injection is the worst.
Shame.
You know, put that.
That's the one you're walking out with. The whole clinic knows what you're sick of. Because Chinese whisper is one of the clinics. What's your Facebook?
And that's why we get scared of going.
Go with a mask, shades, and a head soak.
Or that thing that people do.
Me is to go in a boo-boo.
Why boo-boo?
No one will know my sex. You. Who's going to know me? Glasses Chan. I'm going in a boo-boo. No one can know what. No links.
Links.
Oh, no mustache, no beard. You are covered completely.
You don't have to reach that stage.
It's embarrassing at these places.
But you know that even people who get medication, there's this thing where that people don't want to get medication.
They send people.
No, they go to a clinic that is other kilometers away. If you are from Charleston, you go to Chawama.
But then you're on a scheme. I don't know. How does that work?
I hear that's what people do because
I thought it is you have to get from the same center because they've got limited stock for a certain area.
So when you find out, you go to a specific place.
Some people pay others to collect on their behalf.
Why?
You are shy. You haven't fully embraced your situation.
Guy, even just the thought of PEP.
You haven't touched that,
PEP. You know that thing of so scared of disease that, of course, first of all,
we're not talking about the clothing store.
No, we're talking about PEP,
post-exposure prophylaxis.
Thank you. Post-exposure. As a person, if you are sexually active and you feel like you're in a situation where your partner might not, you don't know them, you have to go and get PEP. Me, I tell people, don't even feel shy. Don't do what. Just go get PEP. Just go and do it for your health. Then Sonny will come after. But what?
I think you should never get to that level where your partner, you're worried about your partner.
No, if you don't know, things happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, things happen. You hook up with somebody. You meet a lovely person online you've never really met in person, and then bang. You think of PEP.
What period is that? Is it 3 days that you need to take it?
It's 3 days. It's the same like the after pill.
It's safer to take it within 2 days.
Yeah.
We're looking at...
people who play games with the morning after pill. It says 72 hours. You take it on the 71th. 71st.
Or even just after 4 days.
After 4 days.
It's also Wenza.
Morning after.
But you see, the problem with morning after pills, also we can touch that topic. It doesn't do much for you if you're ovulating.
But how it works?
I'm saying they didn't do much. It might work, but it won't do much for you.
Some people would be fathers if it didn't work.
For real,
I'm telling you.
What if the men are the problem?
I've never thought of it that way. I should have
Women always blame themselves. But men also shoot.
Maybe he's blank shooting,
Exactly.
Nah, this one, yeah.
But be careful. There are women who are very fertile. Morning after pill will not work for them if they're ovulating. Yes.
Good to know.
Yes. And morning after pill can only work once a month. I hope you guys know that.
Now there are people who take morning after pills like they're popping TikToks.
Sweets.
Exactly.
Sensitization is something that we don't do much. Stuart, what's the going?
It's cold. You even keep going with different glasses to the pharmacy. Can I even say not the safe pill? I want the other one. The safe pill doesn't work.
It took me some time to learn how to pronounce levonorgestrel, and
I can't pronounce it. I still can't. And
I was very proud of myself. I picked a packet in the road and I said, I'm not very familiar with pills. Facts.
We just picked a packet.
We can go up and use we ask questions.
I just picked it and all of a sudden it's lever. Back to PEP. PEP also, it's not that you're taking it because you don't trust your partner. Sometimes accidents happen. Sometimes you're with somebody, the condom breaks. There's so many scenarios that have to make you take PEP. But a lot of people, they'd rather die in shyness or in shame. Like, I'm not going to do this. When in fact, like, guys, people be smashing. And if you're not sure, you're not... Like, for me, that's my biggest worry. Like, if I'm with somebody and me, I know I'm not sick. You are busy going around sleeping with everybody.
We are smashing these days.
Protected, unprotected. You know what I mean? Like, it's very unfair to your partner if you're fucking around. It's very unfair to your partner if you're sleeping around and you're having all this unprotected sex with other people because condoms are just not your thing. And you come back and you sleep with someone else. You're taking chances and then you're coming back and you're taking chances on somebody else. It's not fair. Huh? And also this thing where men say they do a Zoom out, I took a shower really quickly, so this one's all circumcised. They want to pretend like when you bath as fast as what you are, you know that...
Circumcised people think they are safe.
Circumcised people, huh?
That's the problem. There's a lot of circumcised people out there who
are dickheads, literally. Sorry.
You see, they were not taught properly. They were not schooled before circumcision.
Yeah.
They should have taught them that even when you're circumcised, chances of getting sick are also high. You see. Like we said, HIV sanka. It will hammer you when least expect it. It's just like death anyway.
Them, they think it's free.
Death giant choose who you are to hammer you. So now for them, they think it's immunity. Me, I can just smash anybody.
Anyhow, anytime.
I showed you my nanka.
Your what?
My results.
For your positive tests. Oh, just a positive tests. I mean, they were good tests. They were to congratulate you.
Cheers. So with me, I've made it a habit.
Yeah.
Every 4 months.
Do you I have a question I've been dying to ask. It's the right time to ask it on air. Is it the right time to ask it?
I hope not.
I want to ask a question.
Ask the question.
Are you taking the test because you're sleeping around or you're taking the test to confirm your status?
To confirm my status. I thought it's not just HIV. It's everything I check for. You know my body very well. It's crazy.
We are just sick of everything.
Everything. So I have to make sure. I check for everything after at least 4 months, sometimes 5 months. Just to confirm I'm still living. Because, bro, my BP, my chanya, it's a whole problem. So, full body count. Full body test. I sleep a lot, by the way.
Not that. Your mom, you're saying something about your mom?
Yeah, she was asking me, why do you take so many HIV tests? Tabitha laughed. Thank you. What's your problem?
You tell everyone when you do, or you just leave them careless?
My nanka on my bed. So
boasting. Links. Have negative VV. Links. Lungu. Your friends are living girl abuse. You're living HIV kids.
Yeah, fool. No, I just leave it there. Just look at it. Okay, I've come a long way.
Yeah. By being safe, yeah.
By being safe.
And I don't know about safe, but by being lucky.
Being lucky. I'll tell you that. It's luck. All these years, you'll find that at some point in life, you'll find people have only slept with 2 people. Then they ended up sick.
Because like you are attractive, you are young, you're on social media, and you have a lot of people throwing themselves and throwing kitty cats at you.
Imagine you're smashing all of them.
You don't smash all of them?
No. This is why you never see anyone share a screenshot. I told you even this. No one will ever share a screenshot. Okay, you ninamkonkera mu inbox. No.
Are you sure?
I'm very scared of losing my not aura, my riz, my not riz.
Your what?
There's a word. The little reputation I have, let me keep it.
Yeah?
You are not going to approach every woman in life.
Like, is it even necessary? Like,
guys, how much energy do I have? I don't understand.
Even as a woman, they're just nutting in you, and you wonder why your skin is effed. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes even as people, our skins, they communicate.
Skin masila.
Sifuna muntu. Sifuna tugwiriwe. Uyu muntu body yako akana. But then you still insist on doing it. You still insist on this guy.
And we don't only eat from the mouth. Women also eat from the vagina. So when the cum enters, your body absorbs those, whether it's nutrients or toxins. So those things mix with your blood. They mix with your body. Double rush sisila.
Unaimvela kwa ijati huyo anakwatiriwa, and then all of a sudden anambunkala na atina mapimpo, and then people be like, ni spam. You've never heard of that?
No.
You've heard of that? No.
No, I think I have.
Ati if the spam simuvomera.
The quality of someone's semen
protein
is going to affect you somehow.
Because niggas are not eating healthy. You're just drinking
every day.
Every day.
Guys also.
You're drinking. Yes, Mr. Links. You're drinking every day.
Maybe I eat.
I'm just saying, oh, good, yeah.
Eating, I eat healthy. Do I eat healthy? Yes,
you
sometimes.
Eat everything.
That is smart. Hey, fool.
Yeah,
eating, I eat. Drinking, I drink. So I balance, was here. But the people whose...
This one is a virgin. He missed that joke.
Yeah. The people who just have alcohol and
cigarettes,
nicotine in their bodies.
Nothing else.
Now the alcohol you're taking is very strong, illicit alcohol.
Yeah.
And cheap tobacco. Now this person is sleeping with you raw and coming in you every night.
No balanced diet.
So you find that even my babies that are produced very frail.
All of my egg, my egg. The babies are frail because your DNA is compromised.
You see, there's all that.
You are like with a man who just drinks and drinks and drinks, doesn't think about his health. At least there's some men who think about ginger, they think about garlic, they think about eating all that. I'm not praising you for sake, but they think about all that and they want their body to be fit to an extent. Even though you're drinking, you're like, I have to take precaution because at the end of the day, this is me. You're taking your turmeric, you're doing all those things. It's okay. But then there are those who are just, you are useless. I'm about to get into my rant. There are those men who want to touch women. I'm sorry.
Go on.
There are those men who want to touch women. You're so fixated in smashing and banging as many women as possible. But the truth of the matter is you are an animal. You are unable to take care of yourself as an individual. You do not have a balanced diet. You don't even know what protein is or carbohydrates. You eat everything that you find and you do not even eat the right things. But then you are so cheap and so broke, you buy the cheapest alcohol because you want to flex at a level that is not on your friend's level. You want to flex at a level that is not you. So you're drinking all this cheap illicit alcohol and smoking these cheap ass cigarettes and expecting to sleep and nut into somebody else's daughter. And when you do that with your poor health, you're making people sick. Shame on you, shame on your culture, shame on where you're coming from. You need to do better as a person. You can't be nutting, you don't have protein in your body. You. Although hungry lion, you can't eat. Like, it doesn't make sense, Lungo. It doesn't make sense that these men,
the same hungry lion from Sri Lanka,
they just want to touch you, but then they don't take care of themselves. That's the thing. Dirty men again.
Oh.
In your house, you don't have anything, but you want to nut in freedom.
It's hard to defend those genders.
But they're there, right?
They're there.
Even you, as a woman, you know yourself. This nigga does not look healthy. This guy is drinking so much that when he is drunk, he loses all inhibition. But that's where you want to go. You even know this one, Chiribe self-control. You know that your husband has no self-control when he's drunk. Even as a wife, you should not be sleeping with your husband without protection. If you know that when he gets drunk, he is for Michael Jackson featuring Quincy Jones. What is that? We are the world. No. And then you come complaining, Banani Dwalis, you know what kind of mammo you married. You are the one who taught me that word.
Thank you actually for bringing that up.
Yeah, right?
There's more illnesses in marriage now.
Yes.
Than us single people.
Yes.
Things are bad there because I don't know if you married the wrong person. So now you feel like just sampling everybody else. I know like 16 marriages right
How
now
are you
who are not
flipping
happy.
Numbers.
No, they like shouting at me, why aren't you married? Are you happy? I won't mention names, but marriages are crumbling, fam.
But isn't that the same thing I was saying about these girls and stepping out to finally cheat? It's the same with men, like married men. You've been married for a long time. You meet a baddie in the
just
club.
both of them are cheating.
You meet a baddie in the club.
I know you. I see you.
This one baths. This one she's clean. She's got a nice double-drawn Peruvian. She smells good. You smash live.
Have you
go
seen
home.
a scope? Go on.
You go home and you smash your wife after. A lot of these men do this sex called guilty sex, where they are sleeping with you out of the guilt. They've come from somewhere, they've been effing around the whole weekend, and they want to shield that. Then they come and sleep with you.
A lot of women will tell you I love you at 16:05 from nowhere because of the guilty sex. You're at work, she just finished something. Oh.
A lot of men, they will come back home with vegetables.
I think we should have a segment.
With
a lot of men, a lot of women.
With topside beef. T-bone. Baby, nagurako now to boa, to shower. They do that. And then he is sleeping with you because of guilty sex.
Bro, who bought her that wig? You don't have money. She bought the wig for 16 pin.
Bro, sis, when does he bath when he's coming from work? You know your man has difficulties washing his own underwear. All of a sudden, he is buying his own underwear and dressing up and he's going to the gym.
Babe, I need to take a quick shower. I just left I'm so tired, babe. I'm from the club. Ish, I'm sweaty. Let me take a bath. Sarapuka.
Baby, I want you to cook for me. I want you to cook my favorite meal because I love your cooking. Your mother did a good job. Girl, wake up.
I think I'm done.
Me too. At the end,
it's a lot of things happening. These things,
bruh, it's a lot happening and no one is honest enough. Or you've been smashing the whole night and then you're coming back home and then you do, and then you have to no, you can't be tired in the matrimonial home. Why are you tired?
They do talk about headaches, I think.
Why are you tired as a man? You've been smashing Samantha the whole night. You come back.
Make a good husband have energy.
Fully energy, babe.
That's what Banji. Me, I'm from work, I'm from a chop. I think I take 5 minutes to recuperate.
5?
Yeah.
Okay,
so you had something?
No, I'm No, I'm just saying arthritis. Oh, my knees.
Arthritis goes.
Oh, my back.
A chop.
Oh, my what?
There is no illness when you're nankani.
And then you just die for 2 days afterwards. Is it a risk you're willing to take? In the words of Lord Farquhar, some of you are going to die, but that's a risk I'm willing to take.
Yes.
It's a risk you're willing.
You have to please your wife as well, not so.
Hey,
you're
so
from
you've
outside
been misbehaving
with your work wife. You are the blast, and you're giggly and everything.
My workshop.
Once you get home, you're frowning.
But
I understand men sometimes. There's so much nagging in the home. You will spend so much. You leave money for her. You buy her this. You buy her that. But if she's found maybe someone, a neighbor, there's nagging. There's shiny. Now there's no peace in your own home. You get me? These things happen. Even me. There are times when I'm parked outside the gate. I'm about to face Gogo.
At home, ka?
About to face Gogo. I don't know what story she has for me. It's about to cover. Gogo has taught me how to handle a wife. Because once you enter the house, prepare for anything. She's going to call you aside and she's now call her. You're seated there. All you have to do as a husband is listen. Okay, marriage counseling next week. But yeah, men who have a work wife or shani, work wife is cooking decent meals. She's bringing
they do the
creamy
most.
pasta.
Chicken Alfredo, marry me chicken.
Then sweetheart at home has bored you candolo. Didn't even get ready very much. There was load shedding. So she woke up late. Koshat kambabula fast. Then he said, Mwara ye fine if you mbuba daddy. Akuitia ne nazgoro. I'm like, all the money that I bring home, this is what I'm living with. to work. You get to work. You're looking at your chumbo unpeeled.
You have
It's
to
zig.
peel it
You have to peel
yourself.
it, and it's hard. You chew. You're taking a long time because anything can happen to you at work. There's no paramedic. Now, there's sweetheart there. Very nice, well kept and whatnot. You leave your money. You leave money for your wife to take care of herself. She's looking like a Super Saiyan. It's mad. It's just Goku in this bitch. And then at work, sweetheart, she takes care of herself and she knows she's running out of time. She needs a husband. It's like, let me take care of this guy. The meals she's bringing for, she prepared last night. What a woman should be doing. She's preparing that lacquer meal. Or maybe she's going to call a rider, bring you that proper takeout. Like, babe, you want some of this? How can't I get a bone at work?
Can I say something to debunk you?
Same idea.
The problem with that narrative is that you married men or you men, you want to compare your women to women who do not have the responsibility level that your wife has. You are comparing me, a 30-something-year-old childless woman with big bosoms.
Come on, somebody.
And asked to match with your wife who's got 3 children, who is doing a school run, who is cooking your meals. You're comparing your wives to people who do not have the responsibility. Your wives are picking up the slack that you are not picking up. They are sacrificing their looks to make sure the home runs, to make sure your shirt is ironed, to make sure that your children have balanced meals at school, to make sure that sports day is on Thursday and you know that white has to shine.
Let her cook.
They're comparing so much and they're fighting so much for you to look at a woman who does not even have the responsibility levels that your wife has, and you say, why? They are the same men who, when you finally get those women, you fail. You fail because
I tried.
You failed because you cannot compete with her standard. She will realize that you are just a man with 3 children somewhere. Your salary, 70% is going to school fees. It's going to extracurricular activities. Your salary is going to making sure that your children have a roof, there's water, there's electricity. She's going to realize that as much as you seem to be making a lot of money, you have a lot of responsibilities, and she will realize that your wife, as much as she looked like shit, was handling majority of the responsibility that your man that you now got can't have. So at the end of the day, she gets you. That's why afterwards, 2 years later, it's finished with the office body, because she realizes that the goodness that she saw in you, the beauty that she saw in you, was elevated by the same wife that you sullied. Alone, you're just nothing but a piece of rubble.
Your father.
Huh? That's what you men forget, and that's what you guys do at the end of the day. You're like, my wife looks like this, my wife looks like that. Your wife is manning the go for you, my nigga. She is catching stress for you to look good.
That's wild.
What's wild?
That's wild, still. No, not my uncle. Cheers.
Let it go.
That was both thoughts.
Get. But you get what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
So at the end of the day, you lose focus on something that is good and something that is holding you up, to rush for something that is so short-lived. You marry this woman, she's not going to give the care to your children. You even wonder, how come my children are always clean? How come Balibe Inda, they don't have lice? You never knew that chick is holding you down this whole time.
But shouldn't there be some effort in my meal at work?
Huh?
Shouldn't there be some effort?
I'm sorry. Last time I checked, you had 2 hands. What happened to them? It's not like she's just sitting at home watching Telemundo. Do post you watch Telemundo?
I don't know if
We don't know what you are. Ogodo. Odogu. I'm going to marry you. It's not just watching Odogo. At the end of the day.
She's on TikTok. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there actually does still need to be a balance, even for women and for men. But like, you guys, stop comparing your wives to office buddies whose lifestyles are also supplemented by the blessings that they have.
Can you strike a balance as a man?
We all need to strike a balance. As a woman, you need to realize that as much as you're a mother, you're also somebody's wife. We can't keep defending you all the time in that, even, why are you doing that, your breast?
Sorry.
We can't keep defending women as well all the time that, no, this. You also need to put on the effort, Chomi, once in a while, like do something, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying,
like,
Kylie.
put in some effort.
No, because you having kids does not mean it's the end of the world for you.
No, it's not.
Some nice. So when I come home and
Do you remember that chima hot woman I showed you?
Okay.
The one who was wearing a chima shower at the party we went to on Saturday. Chili, I was like, this Chiwan is a rich woman.
This one was passing.
I was praying like, you need
She walked a lot. I
Chilia,
saw.
but
we sat on the same table.
my point is, Philia, if my hot single mothers divorces, what? I was looking at her, I'm like, why isn't Links checking this woman out?
I know, I'm a very focused person in such settings.
I was disappointed.
I know I don't have time to look at women.
Look at her, look at the batch it was
No, she's
there.
not my type.
She wasn't your type that you want.
No.
She's my type and I'm a woman.
You don't know my type, right?
Huh? I know your type, Links. I
That
know.
is not my type.
I know when we are at a place and you've seen your type because you are the worst hider and I always know. I always catch you.
I'm really looking at you at each new one actually.
Nah, I even know. I even get moody because I know that itchy. I even know.
Yeah, not that bad you showed me, I know.
Huh?
I'm not into buddies.
Yeah, I know. But then the worst thing about your type is that you think with your dick and not your head. So, at the end of it, you do.
Huh?
You do.
No.
You do.
Huh?
You disappoint me.
How?
You disappoint me.
I can't like fat girls.
Huh? No, I'm not saying you don't like. It's not about liking fat girls.
What? What's wrong with
Caliber. Even as fat people have caliber.
I don't know which one you saw me looking at, but maybe I was trying to help out somehow.
Help out with what? Well, fat people need validation from you.
No, not validation. She looked sad.
Why was she sad?
I don't know.
She's lying.
For real.
Stop trying to lift fat bitches' spirits everywhere you go.
That's who I am.
Pova. I feel better.
Still.
It is not your job. You are not their messiah. If you're fat and you have not accepted your body size and your confidence is lacking, do not try and get it through Links Lungu.
I wasn't talking about fat people alone.
Oh, you're talking about what?
I just like helping sad people.
And thin people too. It's too late.
No, for she just happened to be in the wrong place.
Well, not
at
like
the wrong
that.
time.
As we support people.
We'll follow them. And share
Ask
them
her.
up.
I feel
You'll
like
join us.
that's why we get along. We
Exactly.
always want to make sure that everybody's included in the
Can't
party.
be at the chill with us, you're sad.
Yes, sir. What for?
Come on.
Telling you.
So I think I just look around for, especially when I'm in a place, I'm just looking around for sad people like, this one, let's go.
But you look for sad people at the expense of the person you went with. That's where your problem is.
No.
Yes. Abandonment issues.
That was one.
My father left me when my mother said she was pregnant. My father went. Links. He dipped. Then I'm at a party, you've left me.
But I've never left you at the
You and my father.
You should have gone to Wee.
No. You've also gone to buy milk, apparently.
Milk?
Milk.
For what?
My father probably went to buy milk and never came back.
Yeah. No, but I came back. Get out.
Huh?
I came back. Anyway,
Because
where
you're
were
my ride home.
Wow.
That's for mad. But yes, at the end of the day, bruh, like, okay, next week we're bringing Dr. Neil. Okay. He's coming from Clinic 6. You guys, let me just give you, I'm looking at the time.
That's for therapy.
Huh?
Isn't Clinic 6 therapy?
Huh?
It's therapy. Clinic 6.
No.
HIV?
My main Shani. HIV, what? Okay. Yes, under USAID and whatever.
USAID haven't gone.
You guys, Dr. Neil is fine.
Neil is my boy.
Neil, remember the one I showed you, Punjabi Neil? Chicken tikka Neil.
Now we're going to have 2 Indians on the podcast.
He's a real Indian and a fake one. You guys, we're bringing you Dr. Neil. He is gorgeous. He is smart. He is a doctor. And
they'll see for themselves.
They'll see. You guys will see. We need an expert on this because the other thing we need to touch on before we start wrapping up is women who sell.
Also,
and how your standards, like there is no bloody way that you can be giving a rate for condom and no condom.
Can we give you what?
Rates, condom, no condom.
Hey, that's where it's at now. I can't be paying you this amount of money. That's what's happening with these double drawn hands. I can't be buying you.
Did you just call them double drawn hands?
I can't be paying you. I can't be buying you all these expensive things.
And I'm not.
And I'm entering with a condom. Well, from the stories that I've heard, that's where the problem has been. We also didn't talk about PrEP. Okay, we talked about PrEP.
We talked about PrEP. We didn't talk about PrEP.
PrEP is for after you suspect there's been a
PrEP,
problem.
yeah.
Then PrEP is pre-exposure prophylaxis.
Getting yourself
before.
ready.
So if you know you're very, very sexually active, it's important that you seek this service, PrEP, pre-exposure prophylaxis. Also, very important for the LGBT community because they are at the highest risk of contracting STIs, HIV, and everything else. Not
because it's bad sex, but because you get more
friction and all that stuff.
Friction and cuts.
Yeah, so if you want to protect yourselves, guys, for those who don't know about it already, I know a few of these, the LGBTs who've already started.
My GBT.
Yes, they've been taking care of themselves. So for you guys who have no idea where to get, there'll be more details in the bio.
Key populations, actually. And then also there was that thing that was being launched last year, the injection that lasted, 2 years?
Yeah, has it been
like
launched?
Brive. Links, we need to go get tested and we need to get the injection. Let's be guinea pigs. If it's something that's...
guys, I must start growing the head.
What growing head what? Stereotype much?
No, the thing I don't like is trying out medication before it's been fully approved.
It has been approved. You can go and get an injection instead of Berlin. You are distracting people from going to get it.
No.
Links.
It has to be fully approved and announced. Guys, let's go. It's now on. It is.
In Kufialo, it's already been there.
Zambia.
It's starting now.
Yes. So as long as it hasn't been declared.
Like the 90s came to Zambia in 2020, in 2010. We're always behind in these things at the end of the day. Like, we go, we try, we do.
Okay, we escort you.
You escort me, we're going together.
Moral support. You can do
this. Could have been a high five, and then they call me, they're like, you don't qualify for the injection, you have to be on the other line. Next to Patrick.
After you is late.
Patrick, wherever you are.
No, but then for our peoples, because was it last month when they announced that there's been a surge in HIV cases?
They're rising. More cases are in women than men, which is sad. And women in younger generation as well.
Number one problem? Poverty. There's just so much to discuss around this topic. Again,
there's
we need
so
a
much.
Part 2 for
this. I think poverty is a huge determining factor. And I wouldn't wish it on people. Poverty is bad.
I was having a chat with Coin. You know how students are easily susceptible to these diseases and
because of poverty, right?
But others, it's carelessness. They gave you money for school. Now you have to start surviving. You want to survive.
And so you're selling.
You start selling. So I have a friend. Sorry, boy. I had a friend who he didn't pay with money. He paid with relish. 3 Hungarian sausages. Yeah. A student. That's how bad things are right now. She needed relish so bad she had to sleep with someone. And my boy, he was just there. Niripo.
Lewis.
Yeah, man, that was... Now, I don't know how the situation is right now. That was 3 years ago.
Guy.
Now things have worsened now, so I don't know what the situation is like. We used to buy Hungarian sausages 5 kwacha 1. It's now 18 kwacha 1, so...
Weekends, people want to go... Just say 5... People, before you go for a weekend, you sleep around. Even I told you last time about this friend of mine who told me that he went to this club, and it used to be at East Park, but this club is now in the showgrounds. And they met these 2 girls who were influencers. And then he went with the influencer in the car. But my friend is married. He's like, I can't do anything with you because I'm married. And then he's like, and also, honestly, I can't afford you. Oh. You have got, you look like you're for money. I don't have money. I'm unemployed. And then the friend has a lot of money because he used to work for some high-tech company in the US. He took this famous influencer home, a Zambian Lusaka influencer. I know who she is. They don't know. So he took her home. You should learn from this. he took her home, and then they did it. But of course, he wore protection because it's like, She looked at his house and she's like, wow. She has an accent. Is this all yours? She speaks with R's in unnecessary places. She's like, is this all yours? And he's like, yes. She goes, wow. I actually take a look at her. And then he's like, oh, you'd like to take a look at the place? Rush. And then he's like, this one is for fucking with a condom, because if I don't fuck her with a condom, I'll be feeding her for the next 18 years. Of course. So he bangs her. He bangs her in the morning, hangover, the VSOP, Hennessy is out of his system. And she goes, I need to go home, but I need to travel to South Africa. You know yourself. I need to travel to South Africa, and I need $3,000. So this man, he goes, what? She goes, yes, I need $3,000 because I'm traveling on a flight. I need to attend something in Jersey. And he's like, why should I pay you $3,000? Because you brought me harm, yes. And he's like, I don't think it's right for me to pay you. And then they negotiate. She's like, okay, how much you got? And he managed to bring her down to 3,000 kwacha. So he gave her 3,000 kwacha, and she's like, okay, am I going to be seeing you again? And he's like, I will let you know. Yes, when I'm back from Jersey.
Guys, cut me out from this.
and this man ended up paying this influencer, who is a Lusaka-based person, 3,000 kwacha, and I got the names. Yes. And I'm like,
that's a mad discount.
Yeah, it was freaking crazy. She does not understand how to value herself and her rents. But these are people who we look up to, and we know, I know your name. And then she was leaving, and then she got, sir, when I'm back from abroad, can we like hang out again? And he's like, I don't think so.
Did she travel?
Huh?
That 3,000 kwacha.
She didn't travel. They never travel. To what? What are they traveling to? She just wanted an excuse to get the money. You're not going to say, you have slept with me, give me $3,000. Like, who even tells you this is your rate? How is that your rate? You just wake up one day, you're like, I'm worth $3,000. No, you are not $1,000.
$3,000
You just dream figures. 3 by 27, Shinga.
Are you familiar with the open market?
So, the open market.
Yeah, it's open.
Traders
are
free
market,
to.
huh?
Yeah, but you're not opening marketing in the field of Vubuchende.
So you scale someone based on how their house looks. That's how it is.
Exactly what Trick did. And then my friend, his partner wanted to be smashed in the car. Huh? I said Trick.
Okay.
He wanted to be smashed in the car. And then my friend is like, I'm not smashing you in the car. I can't afford you. He went home.
She wanted to smash in the car?
She wanted to smash in the car, that famous place. These are people we all know and value. And these are the same people who
Cars can be used as a venue.
Young girls.
A car can be a venue.
I don't know. I've never done anything in a car in my life.
I'm looking for lodges. Can't she car?
Back seats. I've never in my life
Still
been in a car with a man.
How was the boy in back seat?
Leg room, bruh. Leg room.
You know so much for someone who's never been.
It's like a flight. Leg room, I understand. Oh, please.
Oh.
There's enough leg room.
Yeah,
in the driver's side, there's pedals and there's the steering wheel.
How about the front? Why you doing? Oh.
Passenger side, maybe, if you move it back.
But steering now.
Yeah, but like... yes, the horn. Ping, ping, I'm coming. Ping, ping, ping. Everyone knows what is going on. No, Luga is coming. Ping.
No, they should be.
You know that those women who like convulse after them.
Yeah.
She just been.
You stop. Yeah.
Vonsevo.
Yeah.
Unnatural.
Anyway, we gave Diongo today.
Yeah. Let's bring the expert. 43. Okay. 1 hour 30 exact. Let's give the expert an opportunity to come. We discussed this in detail because I really feel like we're very relaxed when it comes to like HIV and AIDS. Conversations, we're just sleeping around anyhow.
We're not. We've given the skeleton.
It shouldn't be like that
anymore.
As
a country?
As a people, as a people. If my men. And then men. And it doesn't taste the same with a condom. And then we haven't even talked about stealthing.
Also, latex allergies.
Stealthing, latex allergies. Stealthing is when a man removes the condom without your permission. Non-consensual condom removal. Huh? You start having sex with the condom, and then midway he removes it without letting you know. Yes. And then he continues live. And then, that is called stealthing. And it is it's a sex crime, not cyber.
Sex crime,
it's a sex crime because you're considered to wearing protection. And then you're like, F it. I'm just going to pull this off and just finish because it doesn't feel the same. Mm-hmm. There's that conversation, and it's been so implanted in men that sex without a condom doesn't feel the same. You're not feeling anything. You just want to... A woman you've met today, you just want to get in there.
Actually, I did chat with someone not so long ago. Inesinga tambe ponya condom.
Like porn.
Ati didn't feel the same. Like
ponya condom sanga tambe. Seem like a real.
I think the problem is I don't know, man.
No, but that's serious. It is. Even women like saying, no, man, I want to feel him. That's why when you're coming, they hold your bums like this. Then they use their kegels to suck the shit out of you. What are you doing?
Brother,
sucking it out, everything. Then you're just there. Why you look at me like...
No, you're bang. Oh, no, sorry. They have squeezed your bums.
I couldn't get
yo.
To feel you.
No, I want to feel you.
Women feel, that's the problem.
Come for me, dad.
Even you are coming, even happy, even happy.
How am I supposed to? She squeezed my bums. She squeezed my bums, I'm going to come out again. Achana so. A manga.
Like where my feet are right now.
She has manga you on the bum. You're trying to do like this, you can't.
You can't move.
Now you leave it up to crack.
Why are you announcing it? I'm coming. Of course she will hold you.
I noticed that women,
there's
some women who come first when you're coming also. So.
I don't know.
Hey.
I don't do that because I'm a good child.
I'm coming. Even
yes, baby, do it.
That's the wildest dialogue in the history of dialogues. Proper memorandum of understanding. Like, yeah, quite people. 2 months later, shouting at each other.
You even hear his voice in your ear.
Yeah.
Some men come in exclamation.
Oh.
You're like,
You've ever been a fidgeter? Yes, baby.
I need a separation from you for a while because this is not healthy. Or those women who you're coming, you're with a man and like he's coming. He comes and then you just want not use your just keep sucking and then
it goes
next
away.
Thing he's like, I'm down to my last 5 breaths. Then he just starts thrusting. And then you're like, what? Odogu, let it go. It's done. It's done. It's done.
Material misana baby.
What are you proving?
Because remember the way old people don't like when you're complaining about backache. Why are you complaining about backache? They knew. Material misana baby. Sex is so unnecessary, man.
Why is it so heck? But it's not as unnecessary as you make it seem as well. It's good.
Good.
So what I discovered about you, based on our conversations about sex, you.
What's wrong with me?
You do not give your partner a say in your sexual activity, from what you've told me. You like missionary and doggy.
Come on.
Have you ever asked your partner what they like? Do you ask your partner what they like?
They want to ride and they can't get
have you asked your partner what they like?
Yes, I think I have.
And do you, what's the word? Do you reach a compromise on that?
I try.
Are you sure? You try?
I try, I think. But if that person is enjoying what's happening there and then.
Are they?
Guys,
But still, we're having proper medical personnel in the studio to help us debunk some myths, help us reach a consensus, and understand why men and women are so sexually liberated without actually facing the consequences. And we'll discover why Lynx is comfortable with two sexual positions and if it actually does his partners any good. And I think it's been a great topic. It's been lovely.
Beautiful love.
It's been love. I missed you.
Mandy, baby, it's been
From
a while.
Still Relatable.
And Lynx Luga akakhulubelwa. Cheers.
How long has it been?